Hi, folks. Welcome to Cornell and the Biological Sciences major. My name is Cole Gilbert. I'm the Director of Undergraduate Biology. I'll likely see a bunch of you next spring in the Biology 1440 class, the Comparative Physiology class. It's one of our introductory biology classes. And I'm a neurobiologist, and I work on the neurotoxic spit of a predatory bug that stabs its prey, injects the spit, and paralyzes that prey in about 30 seconds. And one of the things that I like about being at Cornell is it's a great place to study biology at all the different levels that you might be interested in. Some of you, I'm sure, are interested more in the minutiae of molecules, how they interact with one another. Others might be more interested in whole organisms and how they fit in their ecosystem, where they're a player there in the community. As some of you maybe are more interested in how the whole thing evolved. Who's who and how did it get to be adapted to the place where it lives in the world. And Cornell is the place for you, regardless of what your interests are. We've got, I don't know, over 350 faculty in life sciences in a bunch of different departments that work at all those different levels. Most students in the biology major, I'd say the majority, work in a research lab. Sometimes they spend maybe only a semester, other times they might spend several years and end up doing an independent honors thesis project in there. So if you're curious about how the world works at whatever level it is, whether it's molecules, tissues, organisms, ecosystems, again, this is the place for you. And it's a great place to study biology. The biology, it's a rigorous major here, and there's lots of interesting coursework, many more courses than you'll be able to take in 8 semesters. But there's also lots of opportunity to do research in labs, as I mentioned, and clubs. We know that you're not just academic nerds interested in just biology, but you have a lot of other facets to your personality. You want to get engaged with that, and so clubs are a good thing to get engaged with. You will have a fairly full schedule here, but I want to put in one special plug for you to consider, and that is studying abroad. The Cornell has a great study abroad program. It's called Global Cornell, with the ability for you to go for a semester, a year, maybe even during an intersession or a little bit in summer, to go study in some other country. And I highly recommend it. I've lived in other countries, done research in other countries, and it will change your life, and it will expose you to new things. And that's really what going to college is all about. Well, there's a team of us here in the Office of Undergraduate Biology, the OUB, we call it, that want to help you with planning to go to study abroad or to get into a research lab or even work your way through the biology curriculum. Requires some planning. And you've probably already been contacted by a student advisor and a faculty advisor. But there's a whole team in the Office of Undergraduate Biology that will help you figure out your courses, your research, study abroad, life after Cornell, what's next, all sorts of things. So you're going to meet them digitally coming up in this video here, work through them. But we look forward actually to meeting you in person pretty soon. It's been too long since we actually could interact with you and help you all find your way. So again, welcome to Cornell, to the Biological Sciences major. I look forward to meeting you on campus.
Hello there, and congratulations, class of 2025. Whether you are watching this in the morning, afternoon, night, or when you should be sleeping, I really want to extend a warm welcome to all of you. My name is Beth Holland. I'm the Director of Advising and Operations here in the Office of Undergraduate Biology, affectionately known as the OUB. We like to think of the OUB as the hub of your undergraduate biology experience. And if you take nothing away from what I share with you here briefly this morning, please think of us as your one-stop shop. If you don't know what you're seeking or you have a question, you don't know where to go to find the answer, contact the OUB. We are here to help you. One of the things that we really pride ourselves in the biology major is our advising. We take a multiple step approach to advising. That is working closely with your college student services office. You will all be assigned a faculty advisor. You will all have a student advisor or two who will be supporting you during this first year. And then you will have the full complement of the team of OUB. There's 4 professional advisors, 2 professional staff, and we are generally work as a team to support you as you take advantage of all the opportunities within the major and across your undergraduate experience. I want to focus for just a brief moment on your faculty advisor. You are going to be assigned a faculty advisor for your first year. They're going to partner with your student advisor to guide you through this first year experience. There's a lot of flexibility within the curriculum. Your faculty advisor is not going to know all of the answers. No one at Cornell knows all of the answers. That's why we work as a team together. But your faculty advisor is really there to help you launch yourself into the biology major or address your interests within the life sciences. We know your interests may change. Get to know your faculty advisor. Go into his or her office hours. Ask to meet him or her for coffee, or better yet, go to the dairy bar and grab an ice cream cone with him or her. They are eager to talk with you about their own educational experience, their career trajectory, some things that worked along the way, some mistakes they made along the way, some of their most pivotal learning experiences. They are really here to help you make sure you get off to a good start here. But they don't have ESP. So let them know what you're thinking. Let them know what's working, what your frustrations are, what sort of support or information would be helpful. It's really going to be on you to facilitate a relationship with faculty here at Cornell, whether that's your first year faculty advisor, or as you move into your sophomore year, you'll declare a concentration, which will allow you to narrow your focus within the larger context of biology. You'll get potentially a different faculty advisor in that area with that expertise. But reach out, ask them questions, ask about their research, go visit them in their office hours. You are really going to need to be the one to facilitate the relationship. Meeting with your faculty advisor is a good thing. Don't think of it as being sent to the principal's office or having to stay after school, or that you're in trouble if you're reaching out and meeting with your faculty advisor. They truly are there to support your experience. They have a breadth of knowledge. Yes, they are esteemed faculty and they have many noteworthy accomplishments. And they're here for you. They have chosen to be associated with the undergraduate curriculum here at Cornell. So with that, I want to again extend a genuine congratulations to each and every one of you. Get here safely. We look forward to getting to know you. And again, remember, the OUB, we are here for you. We are the middle of your experience here. And if we can't help, we'll get you in touch with somebody who can. Thanks again. Have a great day, great night, or get to sleep. All right, bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jeff McCaffrey. I'm one of the advisors in the Office of Undergraduate Biology. And I want to offer you a big congratulations on your Cornell acceptance. I really look forward to meeting you. You can make an appointment with me and we can talk about a variety of things, including course scheduling, planning out your courses for the major for your 4 years, planning for a study abroad experience. We can talk about pre-health and pre-grad topics, or just planning for whatever you want to do after Cornell. And lastly, we can talk about any challenges that you might be facing. I'm really happy to help. In terms of resources at Cornell, I want to share one with you that I think will be really important. And that's the Learning Strategies Center and the Learning Strategies Center website. So the website offers a variety of information on supplemental courses that you might take, We have a few supplemental courses for our introductory biology courses, tutoring information for a variety of courses, but also our biology courses, information on finding people to study with here at Cornell, a lot of information on being a successful student. So studying effectively, how to take notes, taking tests, managing time and stress, and then other support and resources. I encourage you to take some time to read through these resources before you come to Cornell. And lastly, today is National Book Lovers Day. And behind me, I have The Beak of the Finch, which I loved. And you will most certainly learn about the work of the authors of The Beak of the Finch in some of your classes, but especially in Bio-EE 1780, Evolutionary Biology and Diversity. So I wish you the best for the final few weeks of summer. And again, I hope to see you in the Office of Undergraduate Biology or on campus. And I wish you a really great first semester.
Hello, my name is Laura Schoenle. I am one of the academic advisors within the OUB, and I also coordinate the research and honors programs out of our office. So for those of you who are really excited about research at Cornell, just sit tight. You'll be hearing more from me about programs and workshops related to research throughout this academic year. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a few tips for success as you start up at Cornell. The first tip is all about planning. I recommend you plan your day, your week, your month, your whole semester using a calendar program. Something like Google Calendar or iCalendar. And you can schedule things like when your courses are, mark out time to study, time to catch your meals, and of course, time to rest. It can be very easy to forget things or not realize where your time is going. And having a calendar can help you keep accountable and help you get where you need to be. Second, I recommend that you don't overcommit yourself, especially this first semester. There are so many exciting things to get involved in at Cornell, ranging from clubs, just occasional events, research, lots of fascinating courses, and much, much more. And with your enthusiasm to try it all out, it's very easy to be overcommitted or overstretched. So at this point, I recommend you take some time, adjust to life at Cornell, and just try out one or two things that you're really excited about first. And then over time, you can add more activities or trade them out. But don't stretch yourself out too thin as you just get started here. And lastly, I highly recommend that you ask for help when you need it. Honestly, even before you really need it, when you have just the slightest inkling that you're not sure what to do. For example, if your schedule feels overwhelming, like maybe your courses just seem like too much, or maybe there's one particular course that you're having a hard time following along in, or perhaps you're not sure where to go to get treatment for a cold, or any other type of issue that might arise. Seek help. There's plenty of resources at Cornell to get them. And that being said, sometimes it can be hard to figure out where do you actually go to get what you need. And that's one place that we in the OUB can help you out. Ask your student advisor, any of us in the OUB, or your faculty advisor about what concerns you're having or what resources you're looking for. We can help point you in the right direction. It's so great to see you. Welcome to Cornell. I'm really excited to get to know you over your time here.
Hi, my name is Christy. I'm one of the OUB staff. I am the research and curriculum assistant. I am also the building coordinator. So we're going to give you a little tour of our building, our space, and so you know exactly where we are located on campus. Behind me is Stimson Hall. We are located on Feeney Way, right on Central Campus, right next to Day Hall. So why don't we go on inside and we'll see more. So here we are inside the building. As you walk in the first floor, as you come in to the left, you'll see the Learning Strategy Center. There, they do lots of bio tutoring, and you can find them online or just stop in. On the first floor as you walk in are some tables where our students can sit and just study. it's a quiet space. Our building is pretty quiet, and it's used often. As you walk in, you'll see our sign and pointing up. So you're going to go up to the second floor, which that is where I'm going to bring you next. So follow me. So here we are on the second floor. The second floor is a great area. Here we have Biog 1445, which is an audit tutorial, also one of our intro cluster courses. We also have a cabinet that we update with lots of fun information, summer experiences, information about our student advisors, really great stuff, so check it out. We also have the Office of Undergraduate Biology in 216 Stimson Hall, which is where we're going to go next. So here we are, 216 Stimson, the Office of Undergraduate Biology, our advising hub. Come on in. Hi, so here we are in the Office of Undergraduate Biology, aka the OUB. Right here, as you walk in, you'll see what we call the living room. In the living room, you will find student advisors who are sitting and waiting to help you with questions and concerns with anything bio. So as you walk in, you'll go up to our front desk, which is there's usually somebody sitting here, and you will check in using the iPad. Once you check in, you have a seat, and then someone will be with you shortly. So this is where we end the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. We can't wait to see you in person.
Hello there, my name is Amy Hayner-Coyle. I'm the Academic Program Assistant for the Office of Undergraduate Biology, otherwise known as the OUB. I wanted to take a moment and share with you the OUB website. As you can see here, our website is located at biology.cornell.edu. A link to scheduling appointments can be found under our advising tab. Once you click there, you'll see the schedule an appointment with an OUB advisor. When you click on this link, it'll take you to another web page in which you will find different options. I would say different pages for different offices. Once you click on that link, you will need to click on the More tab at that next website. And then you'll see the Office of Undergraduate Biology as an option for scheduling an appointment. I would also like to share some information about our biology student advisors. You are aware of them at this point since you have been assigned a student advisor to guide you through your first year experience. I know they've likely been in touch with you to discuss your schedule in preparation of pre-enrollment. On our website under Advising Student Advisors, you will find a list of all their profiles. Year they graduate, their concentration, information about their post-grad plans, some helpful advice, and also information regarding what courses they offer tutoring in. Our student advisors will be holding office hours throughout the fall semester. During the first few weeks, our student advisors will be offering office hours remotely via Zoom. But we do hope that after the first 2 weeks of class, our office will be open and that they will be present in the Office of Undergraduate Biology living room space where we have a couple of couches. It's a nice, comfortable area for you to come in and meet with a student advisor during their office hours. I also want to bring attention to your attention the Office of Undergraduate Biology's general email address, bioadvising@cornell.edu. I urge you to use this email address for issues that you might encounter, such as finding a time to meet with a staff advisor in the OUB. Perhaps you're having issues connecting with a student advisor. Maybe you have a quick question about your AP credit. All of these questions can be directed to bioadvising@cornell.edu. You can see that information is listed right here to the left of the student advisors. You can also call us at 607-255-5233, and we'll be happy to help you out. We look forward to seeing you this semester and supporting you during your time at Cornell. See you soon. Bye.
My name is Megan Gallagher, and I am one of the advisors in the Office of Undergraduate Biology. You probably recognize my name since I've been emailing you since May weekly to make sure that you're prepped and ready to go for your first day of classes. I am excited to finally be able to welcome you to campus at the end of this week. While our emails will continue throughout the first couple weeks of the semester, we are eager and anxious to be able to see you on campus in the next week. Some fun goodies that we are excited to give you. We have cell phone wallets and laptop stickers, and we are so happy to be able to give you some OUB and biological sciences swag. You'll hear from me a little bit later on in this video with information to make sure that you're prepped and ready to go for orientation, and more specifically, the biological sciences meeting that you'll have on August 23rd with your student advisor and your faculty advisor.
Hi, and welcome to Cornell Biology. I'm very happy to share this exciting time with you all. My name is Darlene Campbell. I'm a senior lecturer in the Office of Undergraduate Biology. I teach Biology 1445, the individualized instruction version of our Introduction to Comparative Anatomy and Physiology course. While I have your attention, I'd like to say a few words about individualized instruction or auditorial courses, since most students have no idea what that means. In our course, we cover the same material as Cornell's lecture version of the course, Biology 1440, as we both focus on the understanding of how different biological organisms perform common physiological functions. However, the way we teach the material and the way you learn the material is quite different. We structure 1445 so that it is collaborative and flexible for our students with a hands-on approach, ensuring that you are not only prepared for our testing, but that the solid foundation that you will acquire during your time in the course remains with you as you build on your knowledge in your upper level biology classes and beyond. To do so, we divide the semester's worth of material and content into 10 units, each focusing on different areas of physiology. Students begin their study of each unit on their own via readings and directed questions about the reading. So it's always clear what is being taught and what is required knowledge. When students have questions, they check in with a member of our teaching staff, myself or a TA, and get their questions answered. Essentially, students in our course have endless access to support when they want it. Then they are ready to test. Rather than a few large exams, we test our students on each of the 10 units. This increased frequency of testing helps both mastery and retention of the material. What truly helps with retention is also our method of testing. We primarily test via one-on-one oral tests. Your TA administers the oral test and gets to probe your understanding while you get to show off all you've learned about the material. One other difference you'll find in our course is that we integrate labs into our curriculum, teaching 4 labs throughout the semester that highlight the material we learn in the units. In our final lab of the semester, we focus on the evolutionary history of vertebrates by studying their different organ systems via a series of dissections. All students in preparation for this lab will have already dissected a white rat as our mammalian example through the semester as we begin our study of each organ system. If you are the type of student who likes to keep their learning organized or wants to learn how to keep your learning organized while also delving deeply into topics of interest, I encourage you to check out 1445. I hope to meet many of you during your time exploring biology at Cornell. Thanks so much for listening.
The comparative physiology course is one of the choice introductory biology courses, and it's about how organisms make a living. Physiology, it's comparative, and we study plants, animals, microbes. All organisms face similar kinds of challenges. They have to get nutrients, they have to make energy, they have to move the nutrients around in their body, they have to get rid of wastes, they have to communicate among their tissues, or if it's a single-celled organism, among different parts of the cell. And we're interested to see what are the similarities and differences in how organisms do that. So the readings for the class, the text that we use is this text of Biology by Campbell. Some of you may be familiar with this. You may have used it in AP Biology, and we assign readings from the chapters, of course, on physiology. The course meets 3 times a week. 2 of the meeting sessions are more or less standard lecture hall, kind of with instructors and slideshows, sometimes activities in the lecture hall. The 3rd meeting session isn't a full afternoon laboratory. We call them mini labs. It's 50 minutes, similar to the time duration of the 50-minute lectures. But we really want you to get hands-on experience. So we try to work up slightly simpler labs that you can accomplish in 50 minutes, learn some techniques, collect data, analyze the data, have a little bit of discussion before you move on to your next class. Some weeks we might have a discussion of a scientific article that students have read. We might set up a little debate about pros and cons of whether or not high salt content really does affect heart disease, that kind of thing. Yeah, students' performance is evaluated several ways. We have 3 exams in the class, 2 during the semester and then 1 final exam. We also have lab reports from the mini labs and discussion sections that we have. We also have a weekly problem set, small problem set that students have to do before coming to lecture, just to make sure that they're prepared for the material that's going to be presented in the lecture. We have what we call clicker questions. These are questions that we ask during the lecture. We can use them for attendance, but they also count for points. So there are several tips to be successful in the class. It is a large lecture class for 2 of the meetings, and students sometimes may feel a little bit anonymous in the class. So preparing for class, coming to meet the instructors, we have office hours, and I always tell students to not wait until they have a problem in the class, but come early on and just get to know us, talk to us, ask us how we got interested in biology or how we got interested in physiology, or we'll tell you a little bit about ourselves, whether we like a certain kind of music, or I'm a season ticket holder for the men's hockey team. And so come get to know us, and then when you do have a problem, material is unclear, it'll be easier to come to office hours. There are also TAs for the class, graduate students. They know a lot about physiology. You can talk with them. We have tutoring available. There's a learning strategy center that's located in the biology building. You can go talk to people there. So there are a lot of ways to be successful in the class. So the class is a fun class. Most biology students take this class. Students who are interested in health careers, physiology is sort of like doctoring. It's about the way creatures work, and we do use humans as examples in the class. But it's also important for other students who just want to know how the world works, how animals and plants, other microbes, fungi, how they make a living.
Hello, I'm Tim Huffaker, one of the instructors for BioMG 1350. BioMG 1350 is an introductory biology course focusing on cell and developmental biology. The aim of the course is to teach you how living organisms operate at the molecular level. First, we'll be looking at the molecular composition of cells. Cells are made up of some of the largest and certainly the most complex molecules on Earth. We will describe the compositions and structures of these molecules and how their structures relate to their functions. Molecules are highly organized in cells. We'll explain how molecules are properly sorted and arranged into a variety of intracellular organelles and structures. Most cells grow and reproduce. We'll introduce the cell cycle and show how it provides an orderly process for cell growth and division. We will also talk about the mechanisms of chromosome segregation. In multicellular organisms, cells need to communicate with each other. We will discuss how cells receive signals from their neighbors and how these signals are transduced into appropriate cellular responses. Finally, we will describe how complex organisms arise from single cells, specifically how cells differentiate into different cell types and how these cells are organized to produce patterns and structures. We will also introduce stem cells and explain how they can be used to treat human disease. If you have questions about the course, you can contact us at biomg1350@cornell.edu.
I'm Professor Meredith Holgerson. I'm an aquatic ecologist, and I'll be teaching a portion of the lectures this semester.
My focus will be on interspecific interactions like competition, predation, and mutualism in the course.
I'm Dr. St. Juliana. My primary research is in optimal foraging, and I will also be the course coordinator this semester.
I'm Professor Chantal Xu. I'm a quantitative ecologist studying forest ecosystems, and I'll be sharing my experience on community and ecosystem ecology with you this semester.
One great thing about 1610 this semester is we'll be very involved in active learning. If you've ever sat through a lecture where somebody just talks at you the whole time, that is not what we'll be doing. All four of us will endeavor to have exciting, interesting, informative activities throughout each lecture to help you learn more.
We all really love teaching this course, and so we're thrilled to be your instructors. You'll get a diversity of perspectives on ecology, from the behavior of individuals and their physiology, to how populations grow, including the human population, how species interact in communities, and how nutrients are cycled through ecosystems. The range of our topics will cover all aspects of ecology, ranging from those fundamental principles to those impacting environmental issues, ranging from pollution,
Climate change,
pollution.
yeah,
the Fadder's law.
What they all said.
Yeah. We look forward to having you in class this semester.
Welcome to Cornell. My name is Dr. Frank Castelli, and I am the co-instructor of Biology 1500 Investigative Biology Laboratory. I love biology and I love Cornell. Like you, I was once an undergraduate at Cornell and remember the excitement and nervousness that I felt when I first got to campus. I ended up loving Cornell so much that I returned as a graduate student and again as a postdoc. Now my friends like to say that my blood flows big red. My time at Cornell has been full of great friendships and intellectually enriching experiences, and I'm confident that you can have a similarly great experience. The investigative biology team strives for our course to contribute to your overall wonderful Cornell experience. In our course, you will learn much about the scientific process and many valuable and transferable skills. For example, you'll gain experience with making observations and asking scientific questions, designing and implementing experiments, and communicating science to professionals and the general public. On behalf of the investigative biology team, we wish you a smooth transition to life at Cornell, and we look forward to seeing you on campus.
Hello, folks. My name is Mark Sharvari, the director of the Investigative Biology Teaching Laboratories and the co-instructor of this course. We are here to set you up for success in this course. We are here to make sure that you pick up all the skills that you need for your future scientific career. There will be lots of skills and knowledge that you take away from this course that will be applicable, not only in your next course that you are taking, but maybe in the near future in graduate school, in medical school, in dental school, or in a research laboratory that you are joining soon. As you pick up, I have an accent. I was born and raised in Hungary, came to the United States around your age, around my 20s, early 20s as a foreign exchange student, and then got my PhD here at Cornell. I have been around Ithaca for over 20 years, loving this region, usually go sailing during the summer, love going hiking. So if you manage to get out, I highly encourage you to explore this region. So see you in the lab.
A big welcome to anyone thinking of doing 1780, Evolutionary Biology and Diversity. That's one of the most important and funnest courses you can do. Indeed, it's a compulsory course for the biological sciences. You learn about all the diversity there is on the planet, such as this maple tree behind me, or the birds that are singing, or the tree crickets that are also calling, and lots of other organisms besides, like bacteria and butterflies, gorillas, you name it. But we also understand about the processes that lead to those organisms being. In other words, the evolutionary processes, such as natural selection, the evolution of behavior, the evolution of life histories, and most topically at the moment, the evolution of diseases. The course is taught by an excellent team of instructors, including 6 professors. We do all sorts of styles of teaching, including discussions, we have trips to museums, and we have very exciting in-class teaching involving active learning. We look forward to having you join us.
Hi biology students, my name is Beth Ogata and I'm a biology lecturer with the Learning Strategies Center. And I teach academic support courses. I teach an academic support course for cell and developmental biology, or BioMG 1350, and a support course for comparative physiology, or BioG 1440. And these support courses are just aimed to provide you with additional practice and help you review the material from lecture. And we basically spend class time working through practice questions that are designed to help you with factual recall and developing a conceptual understanding of the material. And it's a fun, relaxed, supportive environment. You're welcome to officially enroll in the support classes as a 1-credit course, graded satisfactory or unsatisfactory. You're also welcome to participate in the support courses just on any week where you feel like you might need additional help without officially enrolling. So you can just drop in or just use the resources on the support course Canvas site. So if you think you might be interested or want to learn more, please just send me an email. It's at the bottom of the slide, but it's emo73@cornell.edu. And also throughout the school year, the Learning Strategies Center has free biology tutoring that's available to all of you. It's just in Stimson 119, so stop by and visit. Anyway, I look forward to meeting you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Tammy. I'm a senior concentrating in NBB and double majoring with psychology. I'm originally from Argentina and I grew up in Switzerland, so I'm an international student. I'm so excited to meet some of you this fall. Enjoy every minute because time really flies. It's hard for me to believe that I'm already a senior. I wanted to talk a little bit more about some important things / advice that I think are relevant and are things that that you may not know of if it doesn't come from a student who have experienced it. So I know you're probably nervous and excited all at once about starting college in the next few weeks, and that's completely normal. You're starting fresh and living away from home, and this is an adjustment period, but I promise it'll be okay. Some advice I would give for the first few weeks on campus is to put yourself out there and be extra social, even though it may not come naturally to you. Everyone's trying to make new friends and start fresh, so making a conscious effort to be social and reaching out, even though it may seem weird to you, I promise it's not. Also, I would say to go explore campus and get familiar with some of the buildings before classes start. So when they do, you're not running around and panicking trying to find your building, because that's what happened to me. A few things that I think are essential when packing for living in the dorms are, 1, some sort of shower shoe or bathroom shoe, which wouldn't be your first thought since you don't need it at home. Some drawer dividers to maximize space, and definitely a winter jacket for the cold Ithaca winters. What I really liked about living in the dorms is that there was always people around, and it's very easy to make friends with your neighbors since there's always people around and about. Some must-see spots that you have to do right when you get on campus is see the gorges and visit the Cornell Botanical Gardens. And I would recommend you do this before it gets cold or you have to wait another 4 months to do it again. On campus, I love to get a snack in between classes at Lib Cafe when I'm studying around there, or getting lunch at Trillium, which uses BRBs. I loved going to Risley freshman year because it's great with food allergies, which I have, and every menu they have was incredible. I think going to orientation events provides you with so much information and access to resources that you can refer back to later on, and you can also meet other students which you may not cross paths with otherwise. So I recommend you attend them not only to learn about what they will be talking about, but also to meet new people. During our meeting on August 23rd, you'll meet your faculty advisor and your student advisor who you've been talking with throughout the summer. You'll be able to ask questions and you can talk through your schedule before the ad drop period. You'll be able to meet other students in the bio major, and which you will likely run into during classes and study groups. And you'll also be given some information about the first day of classes on that Thursday. So I know there are a lot of things being thrown at you currently, and you're probably excited and nervous to get on campus, but everything will come into place. We have Club Fest in the fall, early semester, where clubs have stands, and you can learn about them and see which interests you. We have a lot of academic support provided to students, especially within the OUB, with student advisor office hours, as well as the Learning Strategy Center. And there's also emotional and personal support offered by CAPS or EARS and other resources at Cornell Health. And there's so much more. So if there's 3 things that you need to take away or hold on to that I've talked about, they would be: 1, walk around campus before classes start and get familiar with buildings before the first day of class so you're not running around like I did. 2, remember that everyone is in the same boat and they're trying to make new friends. And 3, bring your bathroom flip-flops. Thank you guys. Welcome to Cornell. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Kira. I'm studying general biology and I'm from New York City. One of the first things that I wanted to talk to you guys about is how much I love Cornell's campus. I hope that you are excited to be living on campus. I hope you're excited to be here for the next 4 years. I think it is the most beautiful college campus I've ever seen. One of my favorite places to study on campus is the Cocktail Lounge, which is part of US Library, and it's got this beautiful view of Lib Slope. So when the sun is setting and I'm inevitably still in the library studying, it is really, really nice. It's my favorite place to study, and if you're looking for me on campus, I will probably be there. The other thing that I love about campus is the food here is so good. The dining hall food is excellent, but some of my favorite eateries that take BRBs or just like cash or credit is Goldie's Cafe, which is in the Physical Sciences building, and Cafe Jenny, which is in the Cornell store, has my favorite sandwich on Cornell campus. You can come ask me about that if you're interested. The other thing that I want to talk about is that on Monday, August 23rd, you're going to get an opportunity to meet your faculty advisor, your student advisor, and your advising group. My advising group, I thought, was one of the best resources that I had at Cornell when I started, because I had no idea how I was going to make friends. I had no idea how I was going to meet anybody, and it was so nice to just have a group of people that knew exactly what I was going through, that were excited and nervous, that really crazy mix just like me, and it was really comforting. In terms of preparing for your first day of school, one thing that really helped calm my nerves and was also really practically helpful was the day before or 2 days before, I went around and found all the buildings that my classes were in. I went and just peeked into the classroom so I knew exactly where I was going the day of. It made me feel a lot less nervous knowing that at the very least, no matter what happened, I knew that I could show up to the right place for my classes. And it also gave me a nice estimate of how long it would take me to walk in between classes so that I wouldn't have to rush, or if I wanted to stop for a cup of coffee or something to eat, I knew like which classes I could do that in between and which I could not.
I am sure all of you have been looking forward to coming to campus. I am one of several students who have or will be giving you advice about starting at Cornell University and preparing for an amazing year at Cornell. I want to give you a few tips about your first day of class. You should already have a good idea about the location of your classes and the time you have between them before your first day. Have a piece of paper or a note on your iPhone about the buildings, room numbers, and times of your classes. Have a designated area to write down your assignments. Also have a physical notebook or note section on your iPad designated for each course. Cornell Health is a great place to go and is located on campus. To keep your physical and mental well-being in balance in college, take time to hike past the gorges and waterfalls near campus. They're beautiful. Or talk to friends about life. Make sure to avoid continuously eating in the dining halls by yourself. No matter how much you enjoy your independence, take time to call your family or friends back home, especially in the later months of the semester when you haven't seen them in a while. So I hope all my advice helps all of you new Cornell students. Now I wish all of you good luck with the upcoming year.
Hi everyone, I'm Sherry and I am an uprising senior concentrating in neurobiology and behavior, and I'm from Los Angeles. So welcome to Cornell. I'm so excited to be meeting everyone. Transitioning to college is going to be both exciting but also a little intimidating. So I just wanted to share a little bit, like some tips, advice that I've gotten or things I've learned over the past few years that I hope that you guys can find to be helpful. So first off, I definitely recommend coming to campus bringing a pair of good sturdy snow boots and also a reusable water bottle. Just a reminder, Monday, August 23rd is when you're going to be meeting with your faculty advisor and student advisor, along with several other freshmen like you. And this is a time when you're going to be talking about classes, course scheduling, and drop period. So if you have any questions about any of those, you take the time to really, you can ask. Feel free. They're generally, like, your student advisor and faculty advisor are really there to help you, and they can share you their perspectives and their experiences with classes, so don't hesitate to ask. And I remember when I was a freshman, I was really nervous, I was really anxious, meeting new people. How do I go about doing that? For me, I cannot stress how much it is important for you to just put yourself out there. It doesn't hurt to say hi. I have met so many, like most of my close friends, and some of the memories I make have just come from me randomly introducing myself. You can't go wrong. I've had so many positive experiences. So just don't hesitate. Just go up to someone, say, hi, what's your name? So yeah, don't be afraid to ask. Everyone else is probably feeling the same. It's not just you. You're not the only one nervous, so don't be too hung up on that. Just final tip in general, I would definitely recommend going to office hours. So this is just, like, I feel that throughout all my courses, office hours are just so helpful in terms of just talking to TAs and faculty members. Hope any of the tips I'm giving was helpful. I wish you guys all the best. Good luck. You guys got this. I believe in you.
Hi everyone, my name's Sarah. I'm a senior bio major concentrating in neurobiology and behavior, originally from Herndon, Virginia, and today I'm going to be sharing some of the tips and advice I have for you guys as incoming freshmen. So starting with the transition, I know it can be really scary to go to college. I'm a pretty shy person, and something that really helped me during the first few weeks is kind of reminding myself that everyone there is in exactly the same spot you are. So don't be nervous to go up to people during the first few weeks of class, in dining halls and classes and your dorms, and introducing yourself and saying hi, because everyone there is also looking to make friends and meet new people. Kind of going off of that into orientation events, these are super important for you guys to go to. You'll find that after you've moved in and settled in, you're actually pretty bored before classes start. So orientation events are a great use of your time. I actually met my first and one of my best friends at Cornell at my biology advising group meeting during orientation, and we're still friends to this day. And the great thing about the bio advising group meetings is that you're actually gonna meet a lot of familiar faces since they're all fellow bio majors, so you'll probably see them all around in classes, especially your intro science ones. So luckily we're going to be starting this semester fully in person, so one great tip I have is to take some time after you've moved in and before classes start to kind of walk around Central Campus, get to know all the buildings, what they're called, and where your classes are. It'll also give you a feel for how long it takes to walk from North Campus to Central Campus, and also to walk between classes. As for the first day of classes, I'd recommend packing light. So usually lecture halls are pretty crowded. You don't want to overpack, so I think all you need is maybe a laptop, a notebook, or an iPad or something to write in, and maybe a snack if you don't really have time between your classes and your day is long. Once classes do start, you'll probably be looking for a study spot. My favorite one is Uris Library, which is kind of more of a quiet library. It has a nice classic feel to it, but if that isn't really your vibe, across the street from yours is Man Library, which is much more vibrant and a great place to socialize. Some of my favorite spots to grab food on campus are Temple of Zeus. So this is kind of an ancient Greece themed atrium space. It has a really nice cafe where you can grab coffee or snacks, and lots of sunlight is in it. And on Mondays, they have like a special grilled cheese tomato soup combo. Another one of my favorite spots, are actually two of them. They're both in the Statler Hotel, which is kind of the Cornell hotel on campus. And Max has amazing smoothies, and every semester the students actually get to pick one of the smoothie flavors, so it's super fun. And they also have amazing flatbreads. Terrace has a lot of unique foods, but my favorite thing to grab from there is probably the salad. You can fully customize it. And yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Zion Abrams. I am a biology major going into my junior year. I am on the animal physiology concentration. And congratulations and welcome to Cornell! Ah, yes, y'all did it. Like here we are, you know what I mean? Okay. Something that I love most about the campus and that I 100% recommend that y'all go check out is the slope. Especially when the sun is setting or rising, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. There are always so many college kids that are on the slope having picnics, listening to music, dancing. You'll see people riding their bikes on the slope or skateboards and stuff like that. So there's free entertainment. It's just amazing. Like the slope is it's such a huge part of our community as Cornellians, and it's such a beautiful sight to go see that I 110% recommend. And I think that the biggest thing that you can do during O week or during like before that transition period while you're actually in classes is to have a planner, write down all of your tests, write down all of your quizzes coming up, write down all your homework due dates, everything in that planner, and then use that while you're working through kind of the semester so that you are not missing deadlines, and so that you're keeping up and keeping track with all the things that you have to accomplish and all the things that you have to complete to be successful in your classes. Another tip that I would highly recommend is to make friends with people who are in your classes so that you can form study groups. Not only make friends that are in your classes, obviously make friends just genuinely, but specifically make friends that are in your classes so that you are able to form a study group, because that way you can ping basically ideas off of each other and use each other to get better in the class and to get better in the class and to be as successful as you can in the class. A really important thing is to make sure that you get your sleep. Sleep is so important. I don't know where the stigma that biology or STEM majors have to like barely get any sleep came from, but sleep is extremely important and it's going to help you understand anything. If you're staying up super late multiple times in a row, you're not going to really comprehend or understand any of the stuff that you're learning in class, really. You might put in your short-term memory, but by the time that test comes, you're probably not going to remember it as well as you would hope so. It's much better to just go to sleep and tackle it in the morning and wake up earlier the next day and tackle it in the morning rather than staying up the entire night through the morning and then still trying to be productive or proactive during that time. It just does not work that way. Sleep is like top tier, extremely important. And it helps you keep a schedule, right? If you go to bed at 12 or 1 every day and you wake up at, I don't know, 7 or 8, then you're on that schedule and you have that entire day to do any studying that you think that you need to do and to catch up in any other classes that you might have. As classes begin, is to join clubs and organizations. It's a really great way to make friends and to connect with people. I know that I made a lot of friends on the policy debate team, including my debate partner right now. We're pretty close friends. I also made a lot of friends in BSP, which is the Biology Scholars Program. And these are people that I still talk to this day, or people that like message me on Instagram out of nowhere if we are like struggling on the same homework problem or something. Like it's really valuable to make friends in organizations and in clubs, because these are people who are going to rely on you and that you will rely on. Do not be embarrassed to text people out of the blue and just like hey, I know we probably haven't talked, but like I'm struggling on the summer problem. I really need some help right now. Can you please help me? Everyone's in the same boat. No one will mind helping you. We're all here to learn. Like I said, congratulations, you all. You all did it. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are perfect. Welcome to Cornell. Yay! Hi everybody, my name is Andrew Martinez and I am a biological sciences major as well as a Spanish double major, concentrating in microbiology. I'm from Olney, Maryland, right outside DC, and I am going to be a senior this year in the College of Arts and Sciences. So first of all, welcome to Cornell. I'm sure you guys are really excited to come onto campus and have an in-person semester, so that's really exciting. If any of you are kind of worried about, COVID measures on campus, I can ensure you that, Cornell has everything properly taken care of in terms of social distancing, keeping things clean, and making sure that you guys are safe while you're, doing classes and everything. One thing I'd say about your dorms is, make sure you make it your own, bring things from home, pictures of your family and friends, and, just things that bring you happy memories from the past, because although you guys are starting a new milestone that's college, you always want to make sure that you're bringing parts of your past with you. So I'd say that's kind of my best recommendation for your dorm. Once you guys get on campus, one thing you guys need to make sure, you probably have already been there if you guys have visited campus, but the dairy bar, I do a lot of work in the dairy bar, so it's really nice to get lunch, and then of course you can get ice cream as well. But my other second favorite spot is Zeus, which is on the Arts Quad, and it's a really cute cafe in Claremont Hall, which you guys can check out, which is actually right next to Stimson Hall. So one thing I also recommend about your dorms is try and get to know everybody on your floor or whatever in your proximity in your dorm, because those have become some of my closest friends at Cornell. And don't even be afraid to, go down a floor or up a floor and meet people there too, because some of my closest friends actually were on the second floor of Court Hall, because I lived in CKB. So that's my advice is, don't be there's so many people in your proximity, and, they can be some of your best friends at Cornell. So it's really important that when you meet with your faculty advisor on August 23rd and you meet your student advisor, that you kind of go through the final details of your class schedule, because then you'll be able to add or drop classes during the add drop period, because as you know probably now, is you can't edit any of your schedule until that period. And so my last recommendations would be to make sure that you are doing things for yourself at college, because it might seem, necessary to devote all your time and all your effort and strength into your classes, but you should really find time for yourself, whether that be going to the gym, going on walks. There's tons of places to hike around here, even like at BB Lake, which will be right near your campus. So don't forget, to keep yourself in check and making sure that you're doing what you need to do to be successful. But other than that, that is all the advice I have. So hopefully I will see you guys on campus in the fall. Thanks.
Hi everybody, it's Megan Gallagher back again with a few last minute reminders as you start heading in towards the end of the week and get ready for orientation. So a quick reminder to make sure that you are going into the new student program site, orientation site, to build your itinerary for orientation. In this site, you'll also find our biological sciences small group meetings that will take place on Monday, August 23rd. And you will be able to have the opportunity to meet with your faculty advisor and your student advisor. Most of the meetings are going to take place between 10:30 a.m. and 12 o'clock p.m. So make sure you have that held on your calendar, as we've been announcing for the last few weeks. On Friday, August 20th, you will receive an email from the Office of Undergraduate Biology with the meeting location and confirmation time of this small group meeting on Monday, the 23rd. please make sure you're checking your email. I know it's going to be a busy time as most of you are transitioning onto campus, but please check your email at some point on Friday to make sure you know where you're going on Monday. We will also send a reminder out on Sunday, August 22nd. So you'll actually receive that information twice. So make sure that you're checking again on Sunday for any updates that potentially could have happened. So I hope that you have found this video helpful and you are continuing to have some enthusiasm as you transition to campus. I know we in the Office of Undergraduate Biology are very excited to welcome you, as are our faculty and students. We can't wait to see you. And if you have any questions, as always, please make sure that you're reaching out to the OUB. You can give us a call at 607-255-5233, or you can send us an email at bioadvising@cornell.edu. Again, thanks for taking the time to watch, and we are very much looking forward to seeing you very soon. Take care.